This is the reminder move for ATM lesson number 5 from Awareness Through Movement by Moshe Feldenkrais. This is coordination of the flexor muscles and of the extensors. Please lie on your back with both of your arms on either side of your body. Gently scan yourself for spaces in which your body lifts away from the floor and where your body presses down into the floor. Now, after you have a good idea of what type of contact you have with the ground, please bend your knees and cross your right leg over your left. And begin dropping your knees down to the right as far as is comfortable, and then bring them back up to the top. Now, as you continue to this movement, breathe out and allow your knees to drop to the side, and exhale. And begin to inhale as you raise your knees back up to neutral. And after you've done two times, leave this alone, lie on your back, and rest. Now, would you please this time bend your knees and have your feet standing, but spread your feet fairly wide apart. And place your hands up towards the ceiling as if you're clapping. Now you're going to keep your elbows straight but not locked, just a soft, gentle lock. But that's going to be the constraint. And begin moving your arms in that triangle that your arms and your hands create over towards the left. And then bring them back up to the top. And just as you did before, breathe out as your arms move over towards the left, and then bring them back up to the top as you exhale. Now, after doing this a number of times, rest for a moment, and then cross your right leg over your left. And allow your legs to drop down and over to the right. And just notice if they move farther and easier with more ease. And then leave this alone, lie on your back, and rest. Now again, would you please bend your knees and have your feet spread fairly wide apart, and place your hands up towards the ceiling as if you're clapping before. And this time begin to move that triangle of your arms over towards the right, exhaling as your arms move towards the floor, and then inhaling as they come back up to the top. Nice and easy, really gently. And again, rest for just a moment. And then bend your knees and have your right leg over your left. And allow your knees to drop over towards the right. And do they move farther and simpler with more ease. And then leave this alone, lie on your back, and rest. Now again, bend your knees again, place your right leg over your left, and this time interlace your fingers and place your hands behind your head. And begin to drop your knees over towards the right. Now, as you're dropping your knees over towards the right, begin to lift your head with the help of your hands. And as you're lifting your head up, exhale, and then inhale as you're coming down. So as your knees begin to tilt over towards the right, raise your head, exhale, and then as your knees and your legs come back up to neutral, inhale, and let your head come back towards the floor. And then leave this alone, lie on your back, and rest. Now once again, go ahead and bend your knees again, put your feet standing, and this time cross your left leg over your right. Interlace your fingers in the non-habitual way, so in the way that's not comfortable, and then begin to drop your knees down over towards the left, bringing your knees back up to the top, just as you did before. So exhaling as your knees drop to the left, inhale as you come back up to the top. And leave this in rest. Now, again, go ahead and bend your knees, put your feet standing, interlace your fingers, place them back behind your head, and then begin to just simply lift your head as you breathe out. And do your best to notice the details of when you're lifting your head and exhaling, how your low back or your lumbar spine might drop down towards the floor. And what parts of you won't allow you to do this easily? Is your chest too hard, or chest too rigid? Are your shoulders interfering? Is it difficult to coordinate the breath? And then leave this alone, lie on your back and rest. Now once again, go ahead and bend your knees, have your feet standing. This time place your right hand in your left armpit and your left hand in your right armpit, so that your fingers are just about the borders of your shoulder blades. And then begin simply rolling your trunk to the right and to the left. You're going to use your fingertips to assist a little bit. Your head's going to follow your shoulders. And you're doing your best not to roll your pelvis, but just gently your trunk side to side. And then rest for a moment. Chains over your hands and do the same thing. So rolling side to side, nice and easy. And then again, rest for a moment with your knees bent. And this time place your right hand in the left armpit and your left hand in your right armpit, and begin rolling side to side, but this time keep your head in the middle so you can focus on this spot at the ceiling and just allow your shoulders to roll side to side as your head stays somewhat quiet. And then continue rolling your shoulders, but allow your head, your eyes, and your shoulders to go together. And then rest for a moment. Now, go back to rolling and going side to side, easy, but this time take your head and your eyes opposite of where your trunk and your shoulders are going. Continue rolling side to side, but change over your arms and repeat. So keep going nice and easy, side to side, just switching your hands and your arms over, and your head goes the opposite direction. And then go back to rolling your head and your shoulders together. And then leave this alone. Lie on your back and rest. So it's a great lesson to learn how to coordinate the flexors and extensors in your body in a different way, but also adding rotation. So it's a big challenge for being able to open up your spine, open up your rib cage, have a softer chest, allow your breath to be easier, and to be more flexible throughout your whole system. So enjoy this. Let me know what you think down below, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.